All right, so I'm Preston Hasshagen. I do some videos on Cerberus Studios. I play guitar, stuff like that. Do a lot of the mixing, EQing, editing, stuff like that. And yeah, that's my little intro.
I'm Connor Mitchell. I play drums in a couple bands. I'm doing this with my boys, my bros, and I'm just going to sit here and just talk about bullshit.
Usually how it goes. And
Yeah.
Clifford. I also do the videos.
James
Clifford. They'll, you know what?
No one
Jimmy.
calls him James.
No one calls me James. I felt it
Does anyone call you
unnecessary.
Jimmy?
Some people. I'm not a fan, but they do it anyway.
Jimbo?
Jim Boy. But yes, I also...
Jimbo Slice.
There you go.
Slice.
I also play guitar, some of the writing. I play the bass too because
I
Preston's a lefty and he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So I got to play all the bass every fucking time.
Yep.
You should see my eyes staring right now. It's fun sometimes when I'm like, in a band, I like playing it live because you just get to be
feel that
obnoxiously
rumble.
loud and boomy and just like, yeah, you fucking feel that right now. But
Is it
Am I
true
deep
that-
in you?
tracking, not so much.
Is it true on stage you're just up there just like
My-
barely doing like as opposed to playing lead guitar?
Oh, it's definitely easier.
Well, it
I
depends
mean,
on what
Like,
band.
I'm chilling.
if I was doing some crazy shit, the only band I really played
Yeah, it was
bass
Dr.
in
Death.
was Dr. Death.
But you were
me
more
and
prominent
Preston.
in that.
I was more prominent, but like
We
I
didn't
didn't
bury
do
you.
a lot.
No, you
As in
kinda
like
followed the
technicality
guitar.
wise, it was pretty much following along with power chords, a few riffs here and there, so it was
You get a
nothing
few
crazy.
little fills.
Yeah, but even then it was nothing.
No.
So
but-
for the most part, it was pretty relaxed. I just got to sit there and feel it and just.
Well, you have that option as a drummer. I mean, I guess you could join Slipknot, you know. And,
Just hit a keg.
like, yeah, I wanted to take a break. I still wanted to stay true to the instrument, but I just, I wanted to step back a little bit. Or Mushroom Man.
I like that name. It's like a dick.
I wonder if that's what they were going for.
Probably.
They're
I
too
would assume
scary
so.
to. Well, I don't know.
Dicks are scary, dude.
They are. Do you want
If you don't want a dick and there's a dick coming for you, it's fucking scary.
What do you do about it? Like, I don't want
have
to
to
punch
be-
the dick because then I got to touch the dick.
You have to be super non-binary.
You could slice the dick.
Slice the dick.
You still have that recording?
I don't. Do you still have? Do you have like the mixed one?
Yeah. You mean with the sounds in
The
background?
samples and all that? Yeah, and the remix.
Do you have it just regular, like without stuff with it?
The actual soundbite itself, yeah.
Okay, so then we're gonna pause right now and play it.
They just won't. They just won't do it.
You ever go to hit the record button and
And you didn't hit
doesn't-
record?
Yeah.
And we
Is that
just
what
started
just happened
recording
the whole
again
time?
right now.
That's just what happened. Yeah.
Well,
Anyway,
shit.
we're back.
Hi guys, we just lost about 15 minutes of audio. But
Maybe
that's
not.
all right.
I would say 15, maybe a good 5, but
Yeah.
Well, if you want to, I guess you can go over the story of the soundbite again.
so
Now
yeah,
we're back
that
to
soundbite, that would be my mother. I was rolling cigarettes one day. God, I have to do this again.
And she got
Rolling
angry.
cigarettes one day, and she was screaming some shit at my father. One of the things she said being slice the dick, so I decided to record while I was out there in
And
the
capitalize
kitchen.
on it.
Yeah, I was like, maybe she'll say something else that's funny, and it just kept going and got more and more ridiculous.
Well, my fun story behind it was I don't even know what I was doing, but it wasn't anything special, and I just got a text, and it's that soundbite. The whole thing
Made your fucking day, didn't it?
It did. I think we always talked about putting it into something, but you guys actually did it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we used that to open up a show.
I wasn't in the band. I don't even. Did it?
Yeah, you were.
Was I?
Me and you.
Well, no. I mean, when you
At
the time you recorded it.
Oh, well, no, that was recorded way before. I don't even know if I was in Kruger, but
did Kruger exist at that point?
I was working at CNS when it happened.
Okay.
So that was like probably almost 4 years ago, probably around fall. It'll
Death
be 4 years.
Niche, right?
Death Niche?
Yeah, Death Niche. Wasn't that the band that turned into Kruger?
Yeah, but I think we were still Kruger at that time.
Not
We were already.
Not Dead Leaves.
Oh.
That was a name.
Yeah, that was awesome. I love that name. I got it tattooed on my back, and
It's like you step on them and they crunch.
Yeah. And sometimes like it catches fire that you don't want. Like,
Yeah.
one time when I was like 12 and I accidentally
And
started
then your
on
wife's
fire.
screaming in the fire.
there's a lot of thought that goes into a name like Dead Leaves.
It's like, wait, do you mean dead leaves? Like a leaf? Like there's many leaves that are dead? Or do you mean
left.
like dead? Did dead leave?
Like
Can
take a
be-
dead lift,
Dead,
but you
dead
left
leaves.
it behind.
Yeah.
So you like looked at that, the
Well, wouldn't it be
bar,
dead
and you were like,
dead
no.
left.
Dead left? No, he's leave. He
No,
leaves.
because that would be like, quickly take a dead left
Yeah.
before you miss the fucking turn.
For those of you who don't know, because this makes no sense, is band Kruger that we were talking about before, that we were in. Prior to me joining it, the old drummer suggested the band name be Dead Leaves.
Was it him? I thought it was the bassist.
No.
No.
RJ, he would not. I think he hated it. Ricardo's the master of lame.
Yeah, that's not a lie.
It's got to be a weed reference.
Maybe.
Oh, shit.
Never thought about that. I don't think his brain works that well.
No.
Sorry, Ricardo.
Sorry, I just gave you that idea.
Anyway, that never happened.
You sure you guys don't want to name the band this? Like,
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Can you like tune your drum heads?
to anything but what you got going on right now?
hey man, I don't even know how to tune my shit, but
You do it. You do
I
it.
just do like
Yeah.
a chromatic thing. You just basically have it go to where floor time up to the last rack time just sounds like it's ascending.
Mhm.
I don't really-
I tune mine a certain way, and I still have overtones.
That's
and
a good band name. If we want to do a funk project,
Overtown.
Overtown. It'll be funk with metal guitars.
Fuck. Fuck the metal band, dude.
Yeah, we'll just fucking do that.
Well, I wanted to do that on the channel too. I wanted to take certain genres and mix them. Like I wanted to do ska thrash.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it's just like dan, 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 but like on the accent parts, you got like the drums like bam, 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 and
Maybe like an extra guitar in the back, like
yeah, just doing some crazy shit.
I get down with that. I don't even know where I'd find it.
we
You know what I mean?
we have to make
We
it.
have to make it.
That's what I'm
Exactly.
saying. I want to do it on the channel, like when we start
Mixed
running out of shit to
genres.
talk about.
So, yeah,
and
we'll
stuff.
have funk.
Yeah, we'll do some like death punk or death funk.
Death funk.
Death funk.
It's
Horror
like
funk.
Daft Punk, but
I like horror
not
funk.
popular. What, horror funk?
Yeah.
But we have to keep it sounding like normal funk. We just talk about raping people and shit.
Yeah.
I could dig that, you know, a little bit of rape.
Lyrics with real meaning.
You know, like the
know.
Misfits did that. It's not that weird. Don't
I'm
fucking
gonna
look at
pound
us
you
like
into a
that.
pile of dead leaves.
Yeah.
Best prepare that anus.
Love it.
The lyrics will actually, hit you and like actually get inside of you. It's
Like how I'm about to forcefully be.
Yeah.
We're great.
You can't take it because we're tied. I mean, you're.
It's like a bunch of dead
You're
leaves.
tied
You just
up.
crumble before we enter you. Trying to force a bunch of dead leaves in you.
Ooh. Ooh.
That would be a
sounds
horrible
great.
way to go, you know?
Right?
Would that even by dead leaves?
Would that even kill you? Well,
If you like,
I didn't know we were talking about Evil Dead again.
if you like, kind of paper mache them into like a dildo, then you could use the dead leaves. We keep going back to penis references.
You keep going back to penis
The last
references.
one I didn't. I just said that penises are scary, and we
You
lost
said
all
mushroom
that audio.
head sounds like a dick.
That's what it was. And
And then you said
yeah.
penises are scary. You talk about dicks a
no,
lot.
I said it sounded like a dick because it is. That's what you call it. It's a mushroom tip. And then he said they were too scary for it. And I said dicks are scary if you don't want one and it's coming at you.
Yeah, I don't know if that was in the deleted part or not.
I believe it is.
Okay.
So now
I
it's not.
thought. Wait, are we talking?
Well, we had the mushroom head conversation that may or not be in this podcast.
I think it's in the first one.
Oh.
Oh.
Well,
first
then
one.
this is all redundant.
Yeah.
I guess you guys will find out. We'll find out. Or you
Yeah.
already know.
I'll just
Basically,
edit.
dicks are scary.
Yeah.
They're scary, man.
Some of them are even hairy.
Mm-hmm.
Hairy, scary. Get it away from me. I want to punch it, but I don't want to touch it.
Punch it, but don't touch it. Nice.
Shit.
So what's the next topic? No, we just wanted to tangent.
This is pretty much, we're starting the channel, and I guess we're doing a podcast too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
we're just going to talk about bullshit.
Yeah, you know.
Gold shit.
Yeah.
This is kind of more like the
Gold
introduction podcast, I would say.
Yeah.
So when we have a little bit more going on, we might have some more interesting stuff. But right now, we've got pretty much setting up our own studio, more or less.
We were very proper when we introduced ourselves, but I think like maybe at some point I'm gonna come up with a nickname. It's gonna be fucking awesome. It's probably gonna be my porn star name too.
That's rad, bro.
Street on the left.
Back to the dick topic.
Just in case you didn't get enough of it.
Well, here we come.
We got a
Just
few
a
more
tit
inches
this
for you. You thought we were dead.
Be sure to.
We need to stop making references to my old terrible bands, okay? No one understands, and I don't want anyone to know about it.
Well, then we'll just make new terrible bands and make references to that.
I'm okay with that.
Good, because, I mean, we're probably not going to make anything good.
Nah, my life is a dumpster fire, and I expect it to continue that way.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So me and Preston started this whole channel kind of thing. Basically want to do gear demos and all that kind of stuff, and like any little weird, stupid, funny shit we want to do, because why not? Yeah. It's basically going to be anything we want to do. If we even have shorts,
I'm sure it'll all be more music related overall, but
usually,
but
if we have some stuff here and there that we want to put out. And then we got Connor here basically, and he's
hello.
Yeah.
He's a drummer.
And
Dicktastic.
Yeah.
So he's gonna the way it's going, he's gonna be involved too. You know, in whatever way
I'm gonna come and go.
Yeah. He's at least doing the podcast for now.
Yeah. I'm hoping to get like the Trigger demo. That'd be cool, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because it's like a review about something that's probably already been reviewed since like 2000.
Yeah, but people watch that shit, man.
Yeah.
And you like to hear different things.
We're bringing it back.
And you know
I
what?
still use it.
Oh, yeah, because you still have the older one.
Still have it.
And then one day we could maybe get,
we kill Quentin.
Take his.
Yeah.
He ain't got a leg. He's not going to.
He's legless.
Yeah.
He's legless Larry.
He's not legless. He's one leg Larry.
And he's got the state-of-the-art trigger module right now. And he's down one leg, so.
Quarter leg Quentin. But I also figured maybe like the next episode or something we can go into like bad band experiences, being as we had that conversation earlier.
Oh,
we
yeah.
did, which I don't how far along are we?
I don't know.
Because that was kind of what half this was.
I normally have the backlit on the recorder there, but I don't know why, but I don't have it on, so I can't see it.
Yeah, it is what it is, you know?
It is what it is.
People have to deal with our rambling.
Yeah, you're going to get that. That's what you're going to get.
Figured, you know,
like, how many bad band experiences would you say that you both have had?
Almost all of them.
Yeah, pretty much everything has gone bad. That's why we're stuck really doing this now.
Go well. I mean, like there's always periods. Like only really the one band that I've been in has ever really done anything.
Yeah,
it's the only one that had good points in it. And then other people. That's the problem with being in a band is other people do what they want to do.
Yeah,
and it's not like a big deal if you guys can all collaborate. But sometimes people just they get lazy or they don't show up to practice, or they just decide they don't want to do it anymore, and then it kind of screws everyone else over.
And then your drummer schedules a show opening for one of your idols, and your singer never shows up for the month leading up to it to practice.
Yeah, and then you bomb.
We didn't bomb. He fucking bombed. With
his
voice cracking ass. I hope you're fucking listening. He's had so much potential.
Shots fired.
They've been fired.
What about band beef? You guys ever have band beef? Like your
with
band
other bands?
You had that whole thing with Existence.
With other bands.
But that wasn't between bands. That was just, remember you got into that
with Asmara and them?
No, you got into that big fight on like the Existence page about something years ago.
Wasn't Existence the one with like Charlie?
But that band is together just to start fights. I don't think they're together anymore.
Probably not.
Yeah, we've all had like some.
Well, my thing with them was they were starting shit with Asmara is what it was, but it was like out of nowhere they just started shit with a band that had no correlation with them, not even like remotely close.
Not even that they're like we're fans. It was just like why are you doing
versus
this?
Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah, basically. And I just went at them.
Think you're better than us?
Well, they started saying shit like, "Oh, coming from a guy who plays a V," and I was like, "Well, I have the same amp as you, but it doesn't sound like dog shit, so that's weird." And I was like, only real men play Vs, and like insert photos of Gary Holt and
all that kind of stuff, because in that kind of scene, apparently if you play anything other than like a Les Paul or like Strat Telecaster shape, you're like
a piece of shit.
Yeah, and you're
like
just
none of
dad
their music
metal.
was good anyway,
because like God forbid you like have anything you like and not want to look like every single other fucking
Speaking of
guitar
dicks,
player.
though, Horse Dick Charlie, that's what we used to call him.
Yeah, I mean, I guess at least he had that going for him, but
So,
otherwise he's a terrible
he was
person.
embarrassed by the nickname that we gave him. He didn't like
Yeah,
being
right?
called Horse Dick. I was like, dude, if I had a horse dick, you call me Horse Dick.
I'd be referring to myself as Horse Dick.
Yeah.
Did
Got
you see him
impacted.
after that? Did you ever run into existence after that?
No, but the one time he was like, "Oh, I'll fucking beat your ass. I punch dance." I'm like, "That's gay."
That's what that band was known to do. Was like that whole scene. Like obviously it's hardcore. You're gonna expect that, but
Watched
it's
him
like
punch
yeah,
us.
we started a band so we could all kick the shit out of each other.
Yeah, I watched him punch a 16-year-old kid in the face at a show because there was
he turned
not.
that kid trans.
He did, dude. He's a
Oh,
girl
we talked
now.
about that.
Because I mean that's a joke, but I don't know.
Well, I mean,
it happened, but like seriously, like
it is a she now, or he became a she.
yeah, but
I don't
no,
think it was because of the punch, but
yeah,
that's tough, man.
But no, because like there's no local shows in Port really.
No,
at all.
and they
There's
ruined
nothing.
the last one.
And then they ruined it because the Erie, like a local bar around here, they
Port Jervis.
yeah, they wanted they had like a couple metal shows, and at this one like.
They
Fucked it all
screwed
up.
There's
it
a
up.
bunch of younger kids coming. They're not super into the scene, but they wanted to go because like cool. There's like bands playing in our town, and they're like kind of moshing, but I guess they were having too much fun or not being angry enough or fight
God
punching.
forbid you have fans.
And Charlie just walked right up and punched him in the fucking face. And obviously he's a lot bigger than that kid. And he just dropped and they like pulled him out and he was out on the fucking sidewalk, like bleeding from the nose and like completely in a daze. And it was like, what is your problem?
Well, I got screwed up for Milford too. We had a VFW and someone went through a wall and they're just like, yeah, so don't
No more.
come back, like, because you guys going to pay for that? I don't know if they did. I don't know how that situation worked or
I have
what
no
unfolded,
idea.
but
I
it's
don't
like,
think that whole
why do you want to
hardcore
show up
scene-
places and just know, A, I'm going to get into a fight, or B, I'm not like, hey man, good show, bam, punched in the face. Like, wow, I never want to
Yeah.
talk to you
I
again.
don't want to say it's the whole scene. It's just you get a lot of people in it that
There's a lot of people in it though, and
that get just way too. They
need to
want to
be
be tough.
humbled.
They want it. I feel like I get the idea that they want to seem tough. That's
Why don't
I
you go
listen
train
to it.
then? Because punch dancing is a good way to get your ass kicked by somebody who knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I don't go out of my way to like get into any altercations, but there's always a little part of me that hates people like that to a point. I just like I kind of want to run into them.
So you got like some of the heaviest bands. Like they'll see some shit like that going on in the crowd. Like, can you cut that shit the fuck out?
Yeah, they're like, be cool. Like we're here to have a good time, not hurt each other.
Yeah.
Like most mosh
you
pits I've
get
been in-
hurt at times. That happens, but like that's
Well, like,
accidents
everybody
happen.
just kind of stops what they're doing,
And,
like,
like, helps
shit,
you up
like,
and
oh,
shit.
get
Oh,
back
dude,
up.
when I first time I was ever really in a pit was that Anthrax show, and before I even hit the ground, people were like picking me back up.
It's crazy how no matter how big it is, if it's a small little pit, you can see everybody. But it's, even when you're in a big pit and you fall, how quick that whole pit will open up to like, oh,
Yeah,
get you
someone's
back up.
down.
It's like, holy shit.
Although
like,
there was that same show where I saw Anthrax, Slayer was there, and John Newber got knocked the fuck out during the Slayer pit.
where was that?
This was in Scranton. It was
Oh,
that show.
Montage.
There was that show with Thaddeus where he threw
He
the
was
garbage
supposed
can.
to go in. How many people were at this show, man? Like, I feel
Everyone
like
was
the
at
more
that
we
show.
talk
I
about it,
didn't
it's
go.
like, oh, you were there? You
real
were there?
quick,
I
I
wasn't
wasn't.
there.
Before,
wasn't there.
well, John got punched in the face. He's like, I got punched in the face by a big dude in a Danzig shirt. And I think that's what I get for talking shit to you about him all the time.
Yep.
And the other funny thing about that show is Kruger, the band we were talking about before, I was in that band for, say, maybe almost a year. And we're all telling stories about people's run-ins with the law. I didn't have any, but Thaddeus was going off. And he tells a story that sounds really familiar because I remember back in the day I went to that show. I show up. There's this little drunk guy there running around. And I like this kid I'm kind of friends with. I was like, who's this dude? He's like, oh, he's some drunk kid. He came with my other friend. But you want to see something funny? I go, yeah, sure. He screams Slayer. And then this little dude just screams Slayer, grabs a trash can,
Yeah.
throws it across the whole, like, in the whole, like, food court area, like, right before you go in the...
He's
in.
not even, this kid isn't even old enough to drink, but and the thing is, I've known this kid for a very long time. I grew up with him. And like he pre-games so hard, but we don't know what the level of the pre-game is. So like when we all meet up together, it's like, we're cracking into our first beer. It could have been his 37th.
He drank like not a whole bottle of vodka. Like he had like a decent sized water bottle filled with vodka. And he drank that on like the hour car ride. He downed the whole thing, which is just a recipe for disaster. But yeah, he throws that garbage can. And all of a sudden I see these massive security guards chasing around this little 5' nothing dude. And he's like trying to like weave between them, like running through their legs basically. And all of a sudden one of them just gets him out of nowhere and throws him up over his shoulder. And he's kicking and screaming like a little fucking kid. And I'm just like, wow, Slayer Kid got kicked out. And I spent years wondering if Slayer Kid got back into that show and if we got to see Slayer. And then one day I'm in a band with someone who's talking about how they got kicked out of a Slayer show for throwing a garbage can.
Guess who it was?
And I fucking scream. I freak the fuck out because the world works in weird ways.
And the funny thing about that whole situation is I was friends. Well, we were talking about the kid with the one leg with the module. He was there and our other buddy Joey was there. And I'm talking to those two after the concert. And he goes, yeah, they yanked Jake out. And like, we don't know what happened or where he went. We just hope he's okay. Does he need a ride home? We don't know what to do. We don't have any contact with him. Well, I get a phone call at like 1 a.m. Who is it? It's him. He goes, yo, man, I just wanted to tell you, man. He goes, great fucking show. They kicked fucking ass. I was like, dude, I heard he got kicked out. And he was like, nah, man, nah, I'm good. I went to the hospital. I got out. I went back to the show. It was awesome, man. They fucking killed it. I talked to him about 2 more hours later, and he goes, yeah, I'm at the hospital, and I didn't make it in. I didn't get, I don't know, like, I don't know what's going on right now.
Well, who am I? Oh, Slayer.
Like, give me a couple months, I'll crash into a wall.
That was a couple of years. That was painful. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. I mean, great guy. Great guy. I grew up with the kid, and then I ended up, well, we had a band when we were really young, and we had some drunk times too, and like
Steel Bastard,
man. I was 14.
Steel Bastard, man.
Yeah, 14, 15 years old, and just drinking and playing Pantera. And he fell on my drum kit. You remember that story, right?
I think you've told
me. We got
me,
to the final like song of our set, and he just like leans back, loses all of his balance, and just crushes my drum kit. And the kid's laying on me. He's just like, yeah, man, it's fucking metal. I'm like,
that's what fucking metal is, bro. Welcome to fucking metal, bro.
Underage drinking in a shed and falling on drum
Charlie
sets.
just got up on the stage and started beating his ass. Like, why are you here?
Stop it, horse dick, stop it.
It's horse dick Charlie coming in.
But don't call me that.
Prepare for some mushroom head.
Full circle.
Oh, made me feel like a pile of dead leaves. Now it's full circle. It's a circle. It's not like a triangle.
Oh. Oh my.
dead dick leaves.
Dead dick horse leaves.
I bet this is a very entertaining podcast. We're going to get all the subs.
All of them.
There wasn't even, I've never had like real band beef. I mean, with members I have like,
I've had some bad ones.
Squashed and like just things like that. But like, I think my band versus another band.
I've had it and neither band played out. With Killing Crawford and Neutrop Box or whatever they changed their name.
Oh God. And I was in both and one was completely horrible. The other one was
I don't know why you even did it.
I was friends with them and I thought it would be better than it would be.
I
And
know
they
you could
showed
be friends
me.
with them at that point, dude. They were saying shit about like my fucking kid. And stuff.
No, that happened after when I first got in the
That's
band.
different.
Yeah, that's when I stopped. I stopped because when that whole argument happened between you two, I basically immediately was like, "Hey, Jordan, shut the fuck up."
So he was getting fucking bad, and we got into it on Facebook, and then it moved to Messenger.
Oh, there was actually beef with Submit to Suffering with
Jordan,
between Sean and Jordan.
Well, Jordan's a piece of shit.
Yeah. And then, he was talking shit about us. Like, I mean, that
Dude,
was.
he was like, "Come to my fucking house," and like
I knew where he lived.
He was talking to.
Yeah.
I was like, "I'll be there," and like I'm fucking pounding on his door and shit. I'm like, "Get the fuck outside!" And he's like, "I mean, if I come outside, I'm coming out with my gun." I'm like, "You fucking told me to get here."
Yeah.
I left a demo on his porch though.
Yeah, that was our little like, you know what? Fine.
Yeah, but he didn't
Merry
realize like I
Christmas.
was totally ready to fucking kill him. I still see him today. I always not like every day, but I see him like occasionally. But I'm always at work. I'm like, oh, dude. He's one of those few people, man. I'd still like he'd set me off if I saw him and I wasn't like obligated.
It was
keep a job.
ridiculous. Well, because that band was trash. I did it to help them out because I was friends with them at the time, and I thought it was going to be better than it was because he talked all this shit. He was a lot older
It was
than
just
us.
noise.
It was.
He didn't even know how to play a guitar. And
No,
he bought
he-
an 8-string.
Yeah.
And the Ibanez Screamer. Is that what it was called?
No, I think it was the Screamer, or no, I think he got that eventually. At one point, I know he had like a Fender like Mustang too.
I never knew the kid personally. Like
He was
first time I met him, he was already like wanting to fight me, but like internet fight, like starting
Yeah,
shit.
he does that.
Like, oh, dude, when you guys go on stage, I'm gonna fucking beat your ass while you're playing. There's nothing you could do about it. And I
I
was
think it was
just
my
like,
guitar.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
That shit'll hurt
We
way
have
more
so
than-
much more stuff up here to destroy you with. Like,
Yeah,
I could just throw you off the stage. But like, yeah. So
he was in a band that was like him and who I forget who else. Something blood something.
oh, they drew First Blood. He was with
Blood.
Max, who I work with, so I
Yeah.
won't say much about
Wasn't it
Max.
just two people?
Yeah. Well, they became Neutron Box, right? Did it start
They were
off with
Neutron Box first.
Oh, and then
Because
when
like I
you
said,
mentioned
this is-
before what they changed their name to,
Yeah.
those who drew First Blood.
Yeah, they drew First
And then
Blood,
he started playing guitar. Another friend of ours was playing bass with them.
I've never seen anything like it, dude. He literally just like hit a string, and like I don't even know if he was like fretting anything. And
He
then,
was just like raking his hand up and down. It was bad.
and then but he thought it was like awesome. It's
He-
like
he-
you're not even like.
What I was trying to say is when I first met him, he was decently older than this. He was like probably almost 30 by the time like I met him. I was like 18, 19. And he claimed like, back in the day, like he knew some people from like, what band was it? Like Motionless and White, like way when they were all younger. He's like, I played with them. I played keyboards. I never saw him play keyboards, which is all he claimed was his like main instrument.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty
But
sure,
then he was
if
like,
you
I could
can't
do
program drums.
Yeah, but then he was like, I could do screams and this and that. And so I was like, okay, maybe
Oh,
you
dude,
could do
it was
this kind
so-
of stuff. And then he shows up and he's at my house and like the music that was made was already bad. I did not like it. And then he started screaming.
It was like nonsense.
And it wasn't even screams though. It was like gargle, 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 like literally like that. Not an exaggeration. Like,
Yeah.
and then I had to sit there and be like, oh fuck, what have I done? And I did like 2 songs with him, and I would do guitar basically over the weird like, I don't even know, not
Well, the
dubstep. It
drums
was like a
were,
weird computer program gent thing, and then I had to play over
Yeah,
it.
but it wasn't even like it didn't make any sense. Like it was never. Maybe there was a timing on the program, but the way that the drums were actually laid out, or the percussion, whatever you want to call it, it wasn't like on.
That's what I mean.
time
Is
with
he was
itself.
trying to be like the intention was to have it be like gent like where it's like weird,
Yeah, but
it
gents
just
on time.
yeah, I know that's what I mean. Is that they didn't that part was not understood.
Do you think, I don't know, because I just like, when I listened to it, I was like, are they trying to sound shitty? Like, do you think certain
he took
bands are
himself-
just like, this is shitcore?
Well, because
No,
the
they
whole
took it
reason
more
the
very
fight
seriously.
started.
Like, yo, what's up? We're about to go on tour. We're going to like drop an EP. I'm like,
They thought they were really good.
The whole reason the fight started is because obviously, Preston, you heard it. And
Yeah.
you said it was awful. I would agree whenever anyone asked me. I was like, yeah, no, I just kind of did it to
I don't
help them
believe in
out,
like
and it
lying to
was
somebody
bad.
when it's that bad, because if
Yeah.
you're gonna go out and put that on a stage, it's like it wasn't even something I was like, I just don't like it. It was so bad, no one was gonna like it.
Yeah.
and they wanted to go play at like the Grill and stuff.
They
like,
did
a
with
local
they
bar
drew
around
First
here.
Blood. They did
Grill?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I saw them play when they were the other band later on. But this one, basically, the fight started because it
was
got,
this before or after trivia?
I don't know. Was it trivia night? Who knows?
Oh my God. We're doing bingo. We're gather around. We got They Drew First Blood coming up. You want to check them out.
When I walked into that show,
young
me and my ex-girlfriend,
I can't fucking talk right now. I was gonna say,
My ex-
great young local guys.
my ex is with the guy who was doing the vocals. Not my ex's sister.
Yeah.
Sorry. And
Oh, I was confused by that too. I
yeah,
was like, whoa.
no, yeah. But we got there because it was like, oh, I guess we're kind of all, I had to go. And it was so hard for me and her not to laugh. Like the girlfriend's sitting there, like kind of like, yeah, this is good. But me and like my girlfriend at the time were just sitting there, like holding back laughter because of how bad it was.
I couldn't even laugh. Honestly, if I would have seen them live, it was like one of those moments where I would
You also
feel-
have so much rage towards them, though.
even all that aside, it was the way that they sounded. I even just listening to it, the fact they put it on Facebook and stuff, just hearing it, it's like when you watch someone on American Idol
And it's so
they're so
embarrassing.
bad. It's like I felt embarrassed for them, and
Yeah.
I had no connection to it. I was like, oh my god. And then they started shit with me, and like our music didn't sound great either, but at least like, the songs made
Were
sense.
songs?
Yeah, like it was like an actual like
This-
sensible piece of music, even if like you didn't enjoy the music, it was still there.
Yeah. I don't know. I think you were talking about his girlfriend kind of just being like, love you, babe, but like your music kind of sucks. Like, I think that any girl that I'm with or date, like, I don't know, this is just my experience from being in relationships. I would be much happier if they just were like, I can't stand your fucking music.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, all right, cool. I appreciate the honesty.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like I've dated girls who were like hippie chicks, and they're like, I'm not into that shit. I was like, great, because I don't want some girl that's like, oh my god, I love all your music. Hey, check out my boyfriend's
Yeah,
band. Oh my
like,
god, like
at
super
every
like,
show.
hey,
Unless
whoa,
they
hey.
legitimately like are into that kind of stuff and are like,
Hey.
hey, this is cool. Check this out.
Yeah, not doing like that whole fanboyish
Yeah.
attitude towards it. It's like, hey, you want to go work the merch table?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I kind of like that like divide, because I even dated a girl. You remember the girl from Summer Slaughter? When I started dating
Yeah.
her, I met her at the show, and she was like, I like heavy music. I was like, cool. So what are you into? And she's like, we came as Romans are pretty sick. And I'm like, hey, I don't know. Yeah, you know what? You keep listening to them. That's fine. That's fine. Because I wouldn't want someone rolling up to my shows and being like, yeah, to check out my boyfriend's band. They're so good. Oh my God, it's my ringtone.
It's like too much. Yeah.
Text
Oh,
tone. The
God.
breakdown is actually my text tone. Like,
I use the breakdown.
I listen to it when I
Like,
masturbate when he's not
I was
around.
gonna say, my vibrator's syncopated with the breakdown. That way it turns me into a whole pile of dead leaves.
I just crumble.
Horse Dick Charlie over here.
God damn it, leave him out of this.
Oh my god, I just couldn't do it. I mean, your wife supports what you do, right?
I mean, yeah, she like lets me do what I want to do, but
She's not really.
She's not like you
not
wouldn't say
metalhead.
she's like a super.
She
duper
listens to like
fan.
Ed Sheeran and shit.
So she's not.
She's a basic
I
white
prefer
bitch,
that.
you know?
I would,
She likes that pumpkin spice latte. That's my wife.
and there's nothing wrong with that because I like.
No, I like it.
I've had girls where I'm like, you want to come to the show, and sometimes they're like, no. I'm like, cool.
If she wants to, like, if I did something, she like, if we start playing out or something, she said she wants to go just to like check it out, but she's not. Like, I'm sure she'll go to like occasional shows or something, but she's not going to be that person.
Yeah, she'll go to be supportive, not because she's
Yeah.
like, I want to. Yeah. Which, I mean, I don't know. My girlfriends I've dated have usually been into like.
Well, they're also fanboys.
Yeah. Well, they never got too bad, I don't think.
No, but that's just like they gravitate towards something like that. Like,
Yeah.
Your ex is very much like, oh, I like this now for no real reason.
Yeah.
And now I'm a walking Tumblr page, and
Pretty much. Like, that was the only place she ever promoted any of it was on Tumblr because she like was just like, here's my
Obsessed with
boyfriend's
it.
band. Well, no, like when we were doing Dr. Death,
yeah.
she would like post some stuff. But
You remember Titty Mama?
yes, I do remember Teddy
She's
Mama.
like an example of
Yes.
like the. Oh my god! I got the band's name tattooed on my.
And I'm the band
My
mom.
areola.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
And they all
In my
suckle at my
asshole.
teeth before shows for good luck.
That's why they call me the Titty Mama.
Dude, Titty Mama was funny because she was talking about how what was she doing? Like she was talking about how she was like kind of drunk and she had to drive home and she had to stop drinking, but she had this like fucking gigantic like fish tank size thing of sangria. She was just
Yeah.
drinking like I'm supposed to drive to that. She's-
And the singer was like a recovering heroin addict. And
it was
she was the one.
sad.
He was.
sad story. Like, they were okay. Like
They were all like
didn't- they didn't
decent-ish
suck.
people like
they
to
were
talk
okay
to.
people.
They're the ones we got stuck with the dressing room with. I told you the whole story.
Okay.
The kid freaking out because he couldn't
Yeah.
get the tape off his wireless to change the battery. And I'm like, dude, just take a shot and shut the fuck up. Like, if you don't want to drink before shows, but he was way too nervous just about changing a battery. Like,
Well, the one kid was saying, like, I was like, yo, did you want a shot? Like, I figured we're all of age. Like, maybe there's a 20-year-old, 19, whatever. It's fine. I drank when I was 17, whatever.
And I think you
this
were
kid's
only
like,
just,
really?
like,
I
20,
never
21.
drank before. And I'm like,
oh, that one kid? That was the
kid's
one with
like-
the makeup and stuff,
he goes,
right?
yo, dude, I'll do one of these shots with you. I've never done a shot. I've never done
The liquor.
There's a bunch of air quotes being thrown around right now, by the way.
Yeah, we might need to start filming in the future whenever we get a little
Yeah.
bit nicer looking of a setup.
Well, once the basement's all set up,
Yeah.
it'll be easier.
And
that
you
way.
can look at our glorious faces
Yeah.
while we.
I wonder if
Discuss
people can
titty
already
mamas.
predict what they look like.
I mean, there's videos.
like when you listen to the radio, like you have this like picture in your head, right? Like,
Well,
who
we're talking normal. We're not talking like a
I can talk like that if you want. I won't
my
stop.
voice.
My name is Casey Miller.
Is it?
Dude, the guy on what's it, K104.7, whatever it is.
Yeah.
That dude in the morning, his voice is so deep and he sounds so white, and it doesn't. And he's playing like pop music, and I'm like, dude, I know for a fact you listen to country. Like,
you
there's
just
no
got
way.
this.
He does
gig.
not fit at all. And anytime I hear radio stuff now, especially after listening to podcasts for a while, it's just like it sounds like fake. It doesn't.
Are you talking about the guy that's actually the host or the guy that does like the promos? Because there's that guy that's like,
No.
104.
No, not that guy. He does like in the morning. He does like a whole show. I forget his name, but like it has like this whole like good morning, like thing that goes on at like it's supposed to be. It's like it's 6 o'clock, but it always comes on at like 6:12. And like every morning, it's like always like 5 to 12 minutes late, and then it's a minute and a half long intro of just splicing people talking about it's morning or good morning, and they take songs, they take Robin Williams, and it's just like
This is why I avoid the radio because that
It's
sounds like it would make me
so
want to blow my fucking
bad.
brains out.
And then they have like the chick on there that's supposed to kind of sound hot, but every time you ever look at them, they're not. And then
No.
It's
The one
got that-
dude's like, gotta be 700 pounds.
oh yeah, there's probably a Rob Moorhead. You know
Is
him?
that- I think so.
Rob Moorhead in the morning. It sounds like he's
Yeah.
choking on the sandwich.
Yeah.
Probably is.
And then they got this other dude. He's like this background dude. I forget like his name. They always give him like a weird ass name. Like Bubba the Love Sponge had like head cheese or some shit. I forget the guy's name, or cowhead. That's what they called the one dude, I think. And then this guy, I forgot the dude's name, but something sandwich, I think. And like he's always got this weird voice. He always comes in and he's very energetic. And it's like, okay, we get
Please
it.
fucking
You're all a
stop.
bunch of characters.
I get it. You're on the radio, so you can't be seen, but let's just chill the fuck out.
It's so over the top. It's like I just want to hear people talk about shit. I don't want to. AM radio at this point's better. It's just
once again, this is why I don't listen to radio. I mean, never.
Auxiliary cord all the way.
I can barely like tolerate Sirius anymore.
Well, I can barely even tolerate you guys.
Well, thanks.
Well, yeah.
Then we're getting places.
I think it's time to call this quits. The sun has arrived, so
children.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
right.
it's a pretty long episode anyway, I think.
I think next time we'll structure a little bit more, but I figure we get this out of the way. So.
Yeah.
This wasn't even my idea, so I'm talking like it is. It's been a long day.
It's been a long day. All right, y'all.
Have a good one.
Have fun. Thanks for putting up with us.